Right on. What's going on, guys? I'm back at it again with another Monster Monday. Let's hope my microphone doesn't explode on me again. I was doing an online D&D this past weekend, and my microphone stand, well, it decided to explode on me, so it's kind of funny. Midway through the game, I just ripped it off and just held the mic. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this, but... Yeah, as the title suggests, guys, we're back into Monster Mondays. Today we're going to be slamming down the Kobolds, so hold on tight. That's only why I do this, so thank you, Sony, again, for letting me do that. Really appreciate you guys. But yeah, we're going to be going over the Kobolds today. Now, here's the thing about the Kobolds. They're not that smart. Number one, not that smart. Number two, sensitive to sunlight, so they gotta stay inside those caves. They're gonna be in dungeons, in dark layers. And then number three, the big one, pack tactics. A kobold will never fight you one-on-one. A kobold will never fight you even if you're the same size as it one-on-one. A kobold will always retreat back to safety in numbers, to, again, use pack tactics, but safety in numbers. Kobolds will never fight you one-on-one, but let's dive into it. Just, talking about the kobolds here, we got a little stat block for us. Just checking everything basic, though. Kobolds have a really high dexterity, but then that being said, intelligence 8, wisdom 7, constitution 9. Yeah. These guys are not the smartest, nor are they the brightest, the fastest, the stealthiest. But what they lack there, they make up for in sheer numbers. So just kind of giving the rundown. Again, kobolds not that smart. That being said, they have got dark vision about 60 feet. So with that, and paired with their sunlight sensitivity, so if they're ever in sunlight, they've got disadvantage on attack rolls, as well as any wisdom perception checks. As you know, they rely on sight, but you're always going to find kobolds kind of, sleeking around in their own little dungeons, in their own little layers, having their own little communities. They may serve, a dragon deeper in the dungeon. They may serve some other host. They're kind of more like subservient, just submissive types, but again, very small, and what they lack for in strength, they make for in numbers, which is why they have the pack tactics. Any kobold that's coming in melee, they're not coming in alone. They're coming in multiples, in droves, in waves, and they're not going to stop coming until there's not a lot of them left. If you're getting smacked on by a kobold, they're not going to be able to deal that much damage to you. But if you have multiple and they're all surrounding you and they have advantage, then you've got some choices to make. You've got to either run or kill them all or get the hell out of there. But a standard kobold ambush. Again, we've got Player's Handbook right here. Sorry, Monster Manual. Another one I would recommend for any DMs out there. I highly recommend The Monsters Know What They're Doing. I picked this up on Amazon. For like $20. It was written by Keith Amon. I think I mentioned it before, but this was a blog post he wrote, and he had what he had written. But this is a blog he published, so really helpful for any DMs. I would want to paraphrase here, but there's not much written about the kobolds, and that's just because they're very standard, generic little bad guys. They're dumber than goblins, but as goblins are more selfish, kobolds are cooperative. Just like that pack tactics, kobolds rely on strength and numbers, so they will inadvertently, without even communicating, they'll know how to operate. They'll know how to move together. Again, safety in numbers, but they're probably the lowest tier of intelligence you're coming up against as an enemy. That being said, be careful. A standard kobold ambush would rely heavily on just, a ranged attack with their slings at first they've got over on their stat block, and then followed by some traps to blind or deafen the opponents, Once that's been initiated, then all the melee combatants are going to rush in and just try to swarm. If a kobold's ever locked on one-on-one, again, they're not smart, so they're not going to take the disengage. They're going to take the dash and just get the hell out of there. If they're one-on-one, they'll get the hell out of there, fighting you, and they'll probably gang up on your buddy if there's more kobolds on them. So always watch out with kobolds. They're very, they can crawl out of any hole. That's all I got to say. But yeah, kobolds make a great, I think kobolds for a dungeon master, even if they're evil or not evil, but let's just say they're evil right now. They make a great bad guy for, like a red drag, any type of dragon. They make a great bad guy for him, kind of like their minions or like his lowest level of minions. Kobold's great bad guy. They also make a great, just as like a neutral character or, an NPC in a town. A community of kobolds would be great for like, sewer work or garbage disposal or, maintenance. Although I don't want a kobold coming in and fixing my house. Well, it's not going to be one kobold. It's going to be like 20 kobolds coming in here and fixing around. But, whether they're bad or good, it doesn't, it's up to you. You're the DM, but I think kobold is an awesome monster. Even if you want to play a kobold as a player character, because I did forget he is a race, but I would highly advise just sticking close to your teammates because you are a little guy. You're a little guy. But yeah, that being said, kobolds, they're probably like the baseline smartest, dumbest smart creature. They're the baseline dumbest smart creature. Then I would say it goes goblins, orcs, which is probably the order of the next video is going to come out. But they make great baseline, just dumb minion villains, little cannon fodder you can throw. They also make great, NPCs as well.
Little dragons that sound like this. Oh, hello. My name's, Vectress. Nice to meet you. I'm the garbage man of this town.
I don't know. But yeah, throw some kobolds in your next game or, just think about them. Highly recommend them. That being said, gonna hop off this, gonna head right back to it. Like, favorite, and subscribe as always. Thanks again for watching these videos. I don't think I've ever said it in any of these videos, but only way to get good at this game, whether you're a player or DM, just keep playing it. Just keep playing it. Even if yesterday or the day before or whatever, if it was a bad game, just keep playing it. Only way to get better. Only way to hone your craft. But I should say that and all. Just keep playing and having fun. And when you're not having fun, take a break. But yeah, try out the kobold. You guys have a good one. Thanks again for watching. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And always keep it cool, guys.